3 years ago today, I lost the one person who put the work ethic in me that you guys see today. The reason I got into NASCAR, the reason I've been watched a lot of football back in the house, one I might have had a few arguments with when it came to sports, but somebody who always had my back. Dad, today's for you. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah!
Let's get it!
This one's for both our dads. Good morning, and welcome to the Wacky Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. Lots more to get into with free agency, but we're going to put a concentration today on college basketball. But before we even get started, the first hour of today's show is powered by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And also the first hour is powered by both of our dads who are no longer here. You heard Shane in the opening 3 years ago today, he lost his. And if there's anybody that can share in that pain and in that joy of having the person around that gave you the work ethic, taught you the work ethic, stayed on you about your work ethic.
And it's because of that work ethic, by the way, as we take a look already in the Fanatic Feedback Zone, our friend Miss Yoso out in the UK joining us already. I've got a special little role I'm playing in a special stream later on tonight for her.
Okay.
I am officiating her coronation where she goes from where she's been in the land of her lore to the queen of her land.
Nice.
So I will be involved in that, not just being the officiate, but the DJ and a few other roles. So
you're just all over the place like usual.
Oh, hell yeah. Which means my day-to-day is busy as hell. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good.
So Jen, I'll see you in a few hours, and the Don't worry, I got something lined up for that opening too.
Well, for me today, in remembering both of our dads, and they were cut from the same cloth,
Mm-hmm.
I too am going to be busy because beginning at 2:30 today, we begin our coverage. You ready? Of the Big West Women's Tournament.
Ooh.
That'll come live from Henderson, Nevada. Yours truly will have the call for all 8 games all the way through. The first round begins today, and then the quarterfinals are tomorrow. The semifinals are Friday, and the championship is Saturday night at 6 p.m. So I'm hopping back in the chair as well, and I too am going to be very, very busy.
We
And
wouldn't
there's
have
one
it any
thing.
other way when it came to our dads, man.
In fact, that was my you were there. My dad's last words to me were to stay busy.
Yep.
I will never, ever, ever forget that. And I think your dad's telling you the same.
Wouldn't
That's
have it
how
any other way, man.
That's how you honor him. I'll say it again, and I say it with pride. I will never ever forget my dad's last words to me. He said, "Stay busy." He said, "You stay busy." Well, Dad and Papa Lake, we're gonna do just that, and then some.
Yep.
Now, I got a question in terms of broadcast coverage. I believe I know the reason, but I want to hear your opinion about this.
Okay.
With the women's conference tournaments, they put the big ones like in front. And what I mean in front, I'm talking about the week before the men's championship week.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they do that to give equal time to the women's tournaments, ACC, Big Ten, SEC, things like that. And then the smaller tournaments, like what I have today, the Big West, are during the men's big tournaments, same conferences as I mentioned before. Do they do that just to make the coverage equal? Because I got a feeling that's the case. I really
It has to be.
Yeah, because I
It
really
truly
haven't
has to be.
had a chance to dive into why, but that's my guess as to why they split it up that way.
It's got to be because I mean, as you said, it's equal time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that at the end of the day, granted, the men's coverage is always going to be far superior out there, but
Yep.
this gives the women their chance to shine as well
True.
early on.
True. Very true. I like it. Because it just gives them their shine.
Yeah, it does, and it gives everyone their chance to get the exposure, get the names out there, because it gives everybody that chance to see who's going to end up in the tournament for both sides.
And Selection Sunday for both is this Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh-wee.
In which we're going to be busier than hell.
Man, Selection. I may have to bring Jody in for this. For Selection
That would
Sunday.
be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be something else, man. It's gonna be something else, and I can't wait. I simply can't wait for Selection Sunday, and we'll have coverage of both of them. The men at 6 Eastern, the women at 8 Eastern, and we'll give our final predictions and go over who the conference champions are and everything, and then they'll drop the brackets, and then we're going to make our brackets the next day.
First time I've done a bracket since high school. Last time I actually made a bracket that was semi-successful.
The only time that I made a bracket that's successful was 1990.
Jeez, man, that's going back a notch.
And I'll tell you the exact reason why I did that bracket. Because my team that I picked at the top of the season won the damn thing. And that was Nevada, Las Vegas.
Oh, the year Vegas surprised everybody.
That was the year of the Running Rebels. That was the year. See, me and a few friends, it was my senior year. Few friends and I were all about the Running Rebs. And we said when the season started in November of 89 that the Rebels will be the last team standing. Well, a lot of people around us didn't think anything of it until that West Regional Final in Oakland, California, when they played the Loyola Marymount Lions. And we told everyone, me, my friend Dennis, all the females in the class thought we were nuts. And they told us as such. Like, you got to be kidding me. It can't be that easy for the Running Rebels. One of them even came to me and said, look, you may be the sports guru of our class, but you're getting this one wrong. Someone else is going to beat them. Okay. Who? And the young lady said, don't be surprised if Duke makes an appearance and surprises the Rebs. I'm sorry. What? She starts laughing. She says, yeah, Duke will play the Rebs for the national championship. I said, yeah, they're playing for the national championship, but the Rebels are going to put a foot in their ass.
Duke showing up in 1990 against the Rebels.
What?
She says, what are you willing to put up? A week's worth of lunch says the Rebels put a foot in the Blue Devils' ass. All right, you're on. And the whole time I'm thinking, don't let me down, Tarkanian. Please.
Right.
When they escaped Ball State, I knew they'd win it all. Then they get to Loyola Marymount. Then they get to Loyola Marymount that Friday. I told the young lady it'll be UNLV and Loyola Marymount for the West Region title. And she says, and who's going to win that? Rebels, duh. What if they don't win? I said, then I guess I owe you lunch for a week. When they beat them 131 to 101.
That was it.
Yep. Said young lady came to me with a scowl.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Like, damn it. I've done that way too many times to way too many friends. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
I mean, she says, okay, so they beat Loyola Marymount.
Yep.
They're not winning the national championship. Yes, they are. They're going to beat Georgia Tech, and then they're going to beat Duke.
Well.
And she doubled down.
That's a mistake.
She says, if Duke loses to you guys, I not only give you lunch for a week, but I'll put a little cash on top of it. Now you're really on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they beat Georgia Tech 90 to 83. Duke wins their matchup against, I believe, Arkansas. And the stage was set that Monday night, April 2nd, I believe, 1990. 3/4 of the class were for UNLV. Then there's that 1/4 that was for Duke. She's talking ish to me all day. And then a few of the guys got in on the fun. You know your Rebels are going to lose, right? Man, they're going to punch Duke in the mouth and kick him in the ass. Well, UNLV did as I said, 103-73.
Yeah, one of the rare times Duke in the NCAA ever went down by double digits.
Mm-hmm. Largest scoring margin in a championship game, and one of only two teams, men or women, to score 100 in the national championship. The other being LSU women's basketball.
Yeah, that tells you how hard this is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got my lunch all right.
Yeah, and in that friend's back of their mind, they're thinking,
"Shut up, bitch!"
Yep. I tell you what, man, she was such a good sport about it. She was laughing the whole week. She says, I guess I owe you lunch for the week.
Yep.
I said, it's all right. We both were talking the entire week anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's what you do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we're off and rolling on this Wednesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Coming up after the break, Daniel Jones is a cult. My wife's hilarious reaction.
Oh, I got to hear this.
Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Ann Roberts has joined us in the Fanatics Feedback Zone. Good morning to you, Ann, and thank you for joining us. Okay, this particular free agency has been nutty.
You're not wrong.
To say the least. So much so that a prediction that Chris Dietz made came true.
Ooh.
And it involves Daniel Jones and my wife's beloved Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll look at this from a football standpoint first. I like it for 2 reasons. It gives Daniel Jones a fresh new start. And second, it pushes Anthony Richardson to get better.
It does.
You don't have to rely on old Joe Flacco or any other broken down quarterback. Daniel Jones is still very young. All right. He is entering his 8th season. I believe that to be true. He's entering his 8th season out of Duke University. And when I saw him play, I thought he was quite solid. I saw him play in a bowl game in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like him. Unfortunately, the Giants had other ideas.
He's entering his 6th season, by the way.
There you go. There you go. Indianapolis solved 2 problems. They gotta because they're gonna trust Anthony Richardson, and I don't think they should. But
Richardson needs to develop a little bit better into the pocket.
Yep.
That's for damn sure.
That is for sure. That is for sure. But at the same time, this could be a good restart for Daniel Jones.
It really could. And I mean, he's got a great system to learn under.
Mm-hmm. Shane Steichen, young offensive mind.
I mean, granted, his last few years were in New York.
And the heavy scrutiny in New York. The heavy scrutiny in New York.
Yeah, right? that's brutal.
Mm-hmm. And it can mess with people. It could mess with a person. It can mess with an athlete.
His first 5 years were all behind the glass that is the New York Giants.
Mm-hmm. Now he's got Indianapolis to think about. Now we have a true quarterback competition.
Well, I should say 5 years with the Giants, and he played in Minnesota, but still, point being.
Point being, he spent And except for one playoff appearance where he oddly beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
That was 22.
But still, I mean, the way the NFC plays ball is different than the way AFC plays ball.
Mm-hmm.
The way
AFC
they do it,
is more wide open.
Yeah, it is. You're going to see a lot more 4-3 and a lot more zone coverage in the AFC than what you do with the NFC.
True.
Now,
Very
granted, that's going to end up changing a little bit with some of the culture and the new coaching. I mean,
and some of the players on the move.
I mean, you look at what New England is doing. They're bolstering their defense 9 ways from Sunday. And who's the head coach? One of the better defensive minds that we had way back when he was playing, in Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel. Mm-hmm. Now, I led with the logic for a reason. Because there's a lot of humor behind the second part of the reason.
This is going to be good.
As you all know, my wife is a big-time Colts fan. And I do alternative play-by-play for the Colts every Sunday.
Yep. Been on the call a few times in New England across paths.
Yep. You've been in the crossfire.
I have, and that's the way to put it.
You've been in the crossfire, especially against the Jets and the Patriots.
Yep. Fanatic feedback zone. Diggy checking in from Norway. My brother, what good?
What's up, sick? And you know my wife's mantra. Whenever they're losing, she will pop in the studio and say, "What? You're not calling the game right."
Talk that whole bunch of ish when it comes to that stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And boy, she let me have it. When this deal went down, in the immortal words of Bugs Bunny, oh, brother.
Should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
At first, she was calm, and she knows I kid around with her a lot. At first, she was calm, saying, well, maybe we got someone that can throw it to the right people. I stayed out of the way.
Because you know the bomb is coming.
Oh, I know. I stayed out of the way. Like I said, I stayed out of the way. I'm like, I'm not getting in the middle of this. Nope. You can't make me.
The fuse was softly lit. And then here comes the kablooey.
Then this happened. When she screamed at the top of her lungs, "What the hell are we doing with this bum?" Somehow I knew this was going to happen. And I knew the laugh was going to be a slow burn.
Oh, this is one of those where this is one where the motor temperature started off ice cold, and then by the time it got there, you were wondering why the motor wasn't overheating. Well, check the temp gauge. She's pegged at 250.
Oh boy. She came out of the room. Well, I went in there to check on her. I beg your pardon, because she had a long day. I went to check on her. She saw the deal. She turned and looked at me. And after "who the hell is this bum?" I immediately began massaging her feet. Because I knew this was a slow burn.
Oh, yeah. It's coming. This is one of those where you're looking at the train coming down the tracks. You see the light, cars parked on the railroad tracks. You
Yeah.
know it's coming. You move away from the car.
Looking right at you.
You move away from your car, and you know that the moment you get on the phone to start calling insurance, the impact is coming.
Yep.
Well, here comes the impact.
And the impact was a running joke. She just looked right at me. I looked at her and she says, "You know, this is your fault, right?" And both of us laid there and lost it. I didn't bother to ask why it was my fault. I didn't think of asking why it was my fault. We just laid there till our stomachs hurt, laughing.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, doesn't matter what's going on. You know you're the reason why this BS is going on, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
as Vic said, rule 2.
Rule 1 and 2 in here in the household.
Yep.
And like I said, we just laid there laughing. And I don't know. An hour later, I came out. I was in tears. My stomach hurt. Her stomach hurt. She's still cracking up.
Yep.
I went back in to check on her, and she said, "Did you fix it yet?" I lost it again.
The aftershock.
Mm-hmm. And me, my dumbass, I said, "Fix what, honey?" She said, "That trade." What? And I froze right there. And I said, "Never mind. No, I did not fix it." She says, "Well, why not?" "Because I'm not part of the team." She says, "Well, you call the games." And now it's my turn to have a slow burn laugh. I said, "Yes, but not officially. I do it for my station and my fans." She says, "That makes you part of the team." And I said, "Oh boy, here it comes. I know it's coming." I said, "Baby, I need to explain this to you." And I look at her and she's trying her damnedest not to laugh.
Because she's got something cooked up
She's
and she
trying
doesn't
her
want the cat out of the bag.
No, she doesn't want the cat out of the bag yet. She's trying her best to be serious with me. And you've seen us together.
Yep.
If we look at each other, it's over.
She broke the first time. She broke all of us the first time you broke out the commish.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even have to see anything. She just shattered the whole damn thing right then and there.
She pushed the plunger on that.
As soon as she said what she said, I literally flipped the headset and I was like, "This segment's already killed."
Mm-hmm. I said, "This is cooked." She's looking at me and she's trying not to laugh.
Yep.
And she says, "Why aren't you driving to Indianapolis right now?" I'm done.
Rule 2 when it comes to sports and broadcasters. Even though we can either be a part or not be a part officially, it's always our fault. We're the ones that are supposed to fix it.
Mm-hmm. I look at her and I said, "Baby, I'll have to have Matt Taylor on the show. So why aren't you calling him?" I lose it again.
She's doing everything possible to get rid of this dude.
Throwing everything at me. It all worked, by the way, because every response she had, I'm cracking up.
She's doing everything possible to get rid of Daniel Jones already, and he ain't even taken the field yet.
Look. She's trying every trick in the book to get rid of Daniel Jones. Now, mind you, folks, she already knows about the organization and how it works. But the capper on this.
Oh boy.
After I finally recover, and she starts rubbing my shoulders, she says, are you okay now? I'm still laughing. I said, I think I'm okay now. And the capper she puts on this, I had to walk out. She says, at least it's not Aaron Rodgers. I said, I'm gone.
I mean, she's got a point.
Yes, she definitely has a point.
I hate to tell you something. I hate to tell you something, but you screwed up in that aspect because you actually said you were okay, and I'm sure internally it was more like,
you fool! Exactly. I set myself up for that one. I set myself up for that piece of BS.
Yes.
When she goes, at least it's not Aaron Rodgers. I said, I'm dead. I said, I'm dead.
Yeah, plain and simple.
And then she went on this cuss-filled tirade of why she's happy Aaron Rodgers is not in the mix in Indianapolis. And the more she let out, the more I laughed.
Oh, trust me. There's a lot of people that are glad Aaron Rodgers isn't suiting up for them this year.
Mm-hmm.
Including the New York Jets.
Yes. Including the New York Jets.
Who still run their team like it's a Madden franchise. I'm sorry, McCoffee, but that's always going to be a stray for you.
She put that capper on it.
It was over.
I was done.
It was over.
I cannot repeat what she said. But
that'll be saved for another website another day.
Yep, that'll be web only. That'll be web only. But I was fittingly kaput.
Yeah. Oh, apparently this comedic breakdown is brought to you by Clearwater Laxative. When things get muddy, Clearwater's your buddy, and Funky Skunk Dental Insurance. Either keep it minty fresh, or what you should have done, kept it shut.
Keep it shut. Yes. I kept feeding, and she tossed it all back at me. And you guys wonder why I love Jody so much. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get down to the serious business of bracketology, which is probably going to take the remainder of the show. Back in a few.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat beef of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Later on today.
In a world. Oh, God help me.
Oh, God help me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lordy.
Between bracketology and that, I think we do have the rest of the show wrapped up.
All right. You, my friend, are in charge of the live research, so let's get the women's predictable bracketology predictions up.
Well, you beat me to that. I had the men's currently staring me in the face. 1 second on the women's. Oh, where'd you go, bracket?
The race to Tampa. And part of it is today when, as I said, we cover the Big West Women's Tournament. Matter of fact, the first game is Cal Poly, the Mustangs, against the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara. That's at 3. And then at 5:30, we have UC Riverside against the 49ers of Long Beach State. That's in Henderson, Nevada today.
All right, I got the women's up. You want to break this down region by region?
Let's go region by region.
All right, for Region 1 in Birmingham. Let's see. South Carolina's the 1. TCU is the 2. The 3 is Duke. 4 is Ohio State. 5 is Alabama. 6 is Iowa. 7 is Vanderbilt. 8, 9 goes Creighton, Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
10 and 11 is Indiana and Fairfield. 12, 13 is Ball State, Green Bay. 14, 15 is Arkansas State and Southeast Louisiana. And 16 is the play-in game between Southern and NC A&T.
Now, as I'm looking at this, the top overall seed, and I want to see if ours are the same here. The top overall seed, in looking at my predictions here, is South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
First team out, they have Virginia Tech.
Yep. First 4 out for me: V-Tech, St. Joe's, James Madison, and UNLV.
Mm-hmm.
The last 4 buys would be going to Georgia Tech, Indiana, Nebraska, and Oregon. The last 4 in Iowa State, Washington, Princeton, and Harvard.
And the next 4 out, they have Minnesota, Murray State, and 2 from the Big 12, Colorado and Arizona.
Yep.
Yow.
That's massive.
All right. Region 2, Spokane. Top seed is UCLA. The 2 seed is Notre Dame, according to this prediction.
That's what I've got, which means their games are going to be in Leprechaun Central.
Uh-huh. Oh, boy.
Yep.
What we talked about it yesterday. Notre Dame and the Leprechaun Legion. Yow.
And UCLA playing in Los Angeles. The pavilion is going to be rocking.
Pauley Pavilion is going to be loud. The 3 seed they have is LSU.
Which means their games
are in Baton Rouge.
Death Valley strikes.
And the 4 seed in the Region 2 Spokane is Baylor.
Which means those games are going down in Waco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
I feel for anybody that has to go to any one of these 4 houses.
Oh, they're going to get rocked.
I feel for anybody that has to go to Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. Colonial Life Arena, Value City Arena in Columbus, Cameron Indoor Stadium, Durham, North Carolina.
The house that Kay built.
Oh, boy. Carol Lawson has done an outstanding job with these young ladies at Duke. I don't want to concentrate on Duke for a minute.
Okay.
Carol Lawson, since she was hired, has systematically put a team together that can compete for the national championship. This, I believe, is that team.
I mean, the only team that I see right now that could get in the way of Duke doing anything is going to be TCU.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
oh boy.
Duke has it easy in the opening against Arkansas State, and we know Iowa's going to bust Fairfield.
Yep.
And Iowa just can't keep up with Duke.
No.
Duke's going to boat race them.
Yeah, this is on the road for Iowa. Now, there's a young lady at Duke by the name of Toby Fournier. She's a freshman. Watch what this young lady does, because she has developed into one of the leaders of that ball club. I saw her play in the ACC championship while I had 100-degree temperature. But man, this girl can play. I love Toby Fournier.
I would not be surprised if she's one of the big reasons Duke ends up going far.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if she winds up being regional MVP should they make it to Tampa. And then with a loaded South Carolina club, Malaysia, Full Wiley, Raven Jones. I've had a chance to see them 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And
I get it.
Dawn Staley, I believe, is one of the few in the running for Coach of the Year.
Oh, easily.
She's definitely in the running for Coach of the Year. Because you lose Camila Cardoso, the SEC Player of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and the most outstanding player in last year's tournament. And yet here they still are, loaded and ready for bear. And there's a young lady on South Carolina's club, Malaysia Full Wiley,
Mm-hmm.
a dynamo. What South Carolina will do to you is pressure.
Yeah.
They want the ball all the time.
And they
They
don't
want to take the ball out of your hands.
And the thing is, they don't run your prototypical 3/4 court pressure.
No.
Most of the time they sit back on your half court,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not afraid to employ full court pressure when they need it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big thing is once they start putting that pressure on you, you have to change your game plan. And most teams don't, and that's where South Carolina will benefit.
Some of the automatic qualifiers, UCLA winning the Big Ten, and congratulations to UCLA and Lauren. There's another club that could easily get to the Final Four.
Yeah, just their road actually isn't that much more difficult than most.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they're on their the biggest advantage for all 4 of these teams that we've talked about, TCU, Duke, Ohio State, and South Carolina in Birmingham, and then UCLA, Baylor, LSU, and Notre Dame in the Spokane region. They're on their home floor.
Yeah. And obviously home floor crowd is going to play a huge difference.
It is. All right, to Region 4 in Birmingham, the top seed is Texas. The 2 seed is UConn. Why is that a regional final and not a Final Four matchup? Damn it.
I know. That would be one of those that's appointment TV.
But look at this. Texas, UConn, Kentucky, and North Carolina are the top 4.
I feel bad for anyone looking to run a table in Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to go to either Austin, Lexington, Stores,
or Chapel
Hill. Yeah. Oh.
Madison Booker leads the Texas Longhorns. I saw them play South Carolina twice. She was a totally different player the second time around. They shut her down in the SEC championship. South Carolina did, as all championship teams do. They figure it out. Texas has figured it out.
Yeah.
The surprise for me is North Carolina, because the second half of the year, they've been dynamite.
I actually see them, depending on how these tournaments go, stepping up a little bit more. Now, will they step further up into a 3 or possibly 2? Or will it require one of those 2 teams ahead of them in this bracket to fall?
Yeah, we won't know any of that until Sunday. And then the Region 3 in Spokane, your top 4 are USC, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and North Carolina State.
Yeesh.
Yikes.
That's disgusting.
All 4 of these regions are gauntlets.
That's just disgusting.
It is. It is. Although a 5-4 matchup in the second round of Kansas State and Ole Miss is a juicy one.
Yeah, it is. I could see that coming through.
Mm-hmm. And then a 7-2 matchup of UConn and Louisville. So Louisville may get a set. Now, these are predicted brackets, folks. Louisville may get a second shot at UConn because UConn blew them out of the water in Storrs, Connecticut 2 weeks ago. In fact, that was a game I was supposed to do, and that's when I started getting stricken with the flu. West Virginia and Kentucky in Lexington.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
Oh, Kentucky's going to be loud that game.
And then you got an old ACC matchup, 5-4, Maryland and North Carolina.
That's going to be a ball game.
That's going to be nasty. The 1-8, if things fall into place, would be Texas and Illinois out of the Big Ten. So they got Illinois in.
Yeah, and I don't know about that one.
Yeah, they got Illinois in. They would face, according to this prediction, Richmond.
Yeah,
in the first round. They would face Richmond.
And Richmond hasn't been slouching recently.
To the Fanatics feedback zone we go. As Toya once said to me, quote, "You are an indirectly direct line to the team so you can fix what mistakes the team makes," close quote. Yeah. That's what she says that's what Jody says to me all the time. But then she makes the joke as she's yelling at the television like they can actually hear what I'm saying. I know better than to say anything.
There's no point to.
I know better. All right, we're at halftime. We take a break, and when we come back, the men's bracketology talk begins. Tomorrow we'll go back to free agency, and we'll also talk a little bit of NBA. But we're doing bracketology today. Especially leading into my coverage of the Big West tournament. Remember, we start the party at 2:30 with the Fanatics pregame show. Second half after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from car tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Second half of Snowman in the Morning begins 6 minutes after the hour. Thank you for joining us. And now to men's bracketology, which is stupider than women's bracketology. And I mean that in terms of the teams that could be in, out, or whatever. Now, mind you, folks, these are all predictions and predictions only.
Mm-hmm.
The top overall seed,
Auburn.
Auburn?
Yeah.
That Auburn?
That Auburn.
DH Impact Media joining us. Good morning to you. First team out they have are the Broncos of Boise State. And the last team in comes to us from the Big Ten, and that's the Buckeyes of Ohio State.
That doesn't surprise me much.
Last four byes, they go to Utah State, Arkansas, Baylor, and the Aztecs of San Diego State.
Yep. Last four in belong to Oklahoma, Indiana, Xavier, and Ohio State.
First four out, and this hasn't changed. Boise State, North Carolina, Texas, and Colorado State. And I will stand on business with my prediction that unless North Carolina wins 5 times in the ACC tournament, they're out. Or let me change that. They either run the table at the ACC tournament, which begins Wednesday, or they get as far as the quarterfinals. If they get as far as the quarterfinals, I believe they're in. Anything less than that, out.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me any.
Next four out go Dayton, Wake Forest, UC Irvine, and Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has fallen on hard times when it comes to a bracket lately.
Now, the first 4 games they have predicted here, and there's the first 4 in men's and women in the men's and the women's tournament, and we'll have them all for you. SIU Edwardsville, and I'm hoping to get their voice, Joe Pott, on here before this week is out. They'll take on Southern. This is just how they predicted it. Of course, the first 4 will take place in Dayton, Ohio.
Yep.
Xavier and Ohio State.
Ugh.
And then the next night, the matchups go American University and St. Francis, the winners of the Northeast Conference.
That could get interesting.
And then a couple of old timers, Oklahoma and Indiana.
And let's be real, Indiana's been really having hard times in March Madness for, well, as long as Bobby Knight, God rest his soul, has been gone.
Mm-hmm. We'll start in the South region. The top 4 seeds, Auburn, Clemson, A&M, and Michigan State. You can't deny Tom Izzo.
No, you can't.
You can't deny Tom. It's his time. It's March.
Exactly. This is where he shines.
All right. To the east, they'll play the regionals in Newark. Top 4, UConn, Maryland, Iowa State, and Tennessee. So far, the East region has the biggest gauntlet.
I've got a bit of a different East, dude. I don't know where you're looking. I've got Duke. I've got Duke, Tennessee, Iowa State, and it's Duke, Maryland. Yeah. I've got Duke at the 1 seed up here.
That's what I got.
Well, I don't know what the hell sounded different, but yeah.
I don't know what sounded different. I read them right down the line. Silly.
I'm still waking up. Shut up.
So am I. You shut up.
You shut up.
Make me.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, yeah? Take this.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-UK. LJPN, now approve all this.
And Ray Ray wonders why he has to wear those bragged out beanies all the time. The City Fifth is broke.
You fired. Okay. All right. Let's go to Indianapolis. Top 4. Houston at the 1. Alabama 2. St. John's St. John's
at a 3. Yeah. Bruh. Tell me about it.
St. John's
at a 3.
The ghost of Carnesecca lives.
Yeah,
and
if it
4
plays,
is Wisconsin.
And if it plays out, St. John's would be facing Kansas. Bruh. Ugh.
I call for the upset.
Kansas over St. John's?
No. I got the St. John's Redmen.
I was about to say.
And yes, I said it right. The St. John's Redmen. Ouch. How does she find these and I don't? I'm looking dead at it. Okay. To the west we go, and they'll play the Chase Center to decide that region. Top seed is Florida. 2 is Texas Tech. 3 is Kentucky. And 4 is Purdue.
I don't know about that one.
Well, I'll tell you what. The 5th seed is Arizona.
I already see where the wheels are going with this one.
Now, again, these are predictions, folks. These are predictions we're looking at. We won't do our live brackets until next Monday. But if this holds, Purdue is gone in round 1.
Oh,
round 2, rather. Round two.
I could see that because Arizona has been throwing it down recently. And one thing you do not want to do is get behind Arizona when they're starting to get on a roll, because you're going to end up getting dusted.
And Arizona loves to run.
They do.
Since the days of Lute Olson, they love to run.
And Arizona's been known to go high scoring, where Purdue has been more methodical.
Mm-hmm. Texas Tech and Ole Miss presents an intriguing second round matchup. St. Mary's, as well as Kentucky, presents a juicy second round matchup.
Ooh. That
you want a juicy second round matchup in Raleigh, Florida, and Louisville.
Oh, that's going to be a barn burner.
But Louisville may not get past New Mexico.
No, that
New Mexico,
alone.
the Lobos. Ooh,
Don't sleep
the
on
Lobos
them.
are tricky.
Can't sleep on them.
You cannot sleep on New Mexico.
Midwest, looking at some of those matchups, Houston we know is going to run. They'd be looking at probably Mississippi State, although Creighton could provide a little bit of a surprise. Michigan, Wisconsin at the 5-4. That could get intriguing.
Yeah.
As we said, Kansas, St. John's. That could be an underrated game too. That could be a round 2 game of the year.
That could be so much fun. That could be fun.
I'll give you one more that could be fun. Gonzaga, Bama.
First one to 80 wins.
First one to 90. I'll go that high
they both love
scoring.
to slow it down.
That's why I'm saying first one to 90. I still say they both crack 80.
Yeah, I can see that.
That'll be one that goes to 90. East Series. Oh God, I'm sorry, but whoever the hell is dealing with the East in Raleigh, you guys are screwed no matter who it is because you're playing in Duke's backyard.
Oh boy,
I don't care who comes out of it.
The right in the shadows of the triangle. And I used to live there, right in the shadows of the triangle. I used to live there. Good Lord.
Granted, it'll probably end up being UConn, and UConn. I'm sorry, but you're gonna get smacked. Let's see. The 5-4 that's more than likely going to happen in Providence is going to be BYU and Maryland. The Milwaukee side could prove to be kind of a toss-up because they're opening up 6-11 UCLA and Arkansas. And whoever comes out of that gets Iowa State.
Don't sleep on Iowa State. I'm telling you right now, do not sleep on Iowa State. They ran into a little trouble on the back nine on their way to the Big 12 tournament, which begins this week. But don't sleep on Iowa State, man.
And then, of course, the 7 deuce will go Marquette, Tennessee. Although San Diego State may throw Marquette for a loop.
San Diego State threw everybody for a loop last year.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen again. Yeah.
By region Final Four.
Opposite side of that bracket in Atlanta for the Atlanta side. 7-10, because the bottom half of these brackets are going to be played in the same neutral location, Milwaukee and Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
The 7-10 on the Atlanta side, Missouri, Baylor. Whoever comes out of that gets Izzo and Michigan State.
Oh, boy.
And then you got the 6-11 in Milwaukee, Illinois, Vanderbilt. Winner of that will likely get Texas A&M.
Sorry, Vandy. Look, I'm a homer, okay?
As I've often said, I'm a homer. I'm just not stupid.
Yeah, because if Illinois wins, who do they get?
Texas A&M.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll be a homer, but I won't be stupid.
And
I thought last year Illinois was going to pull the upset of all upsets and beat UConn, and then UConn scored 30 consecutive points and said, "Not in our house, you won't."
And up in Seattle, this is going to be interesting because we know this crowd travels well. The projected 5-4, Oregon, Clemson.
Oh boy.
Although we could see a surprise because Clemson first has to deal with Akron.
Man, these mid-majors, I put nothing past them anymore.
And then, of course, up in Lexington, the 8-9 is Memphis, West Virginia. Winner gets Auburn.
Ugh. Oh. And Auburn housing the possible player of the year.
Yeah, there is a lot of coin toss matchups in the opening rounds of both brackets.
Yep. I'm looking at this one in Providence in the East region. A possible 5-4 matchup goes BYU, Maryland. Oh, boy.
Although, I wouldn't sleep on Liberty. They got to take on BYU to open it up. I would not sleep
Liberty
on
may
Liberty.
be one of the teams that pulls that 12-5 upset.
And there have been known to be a couple in the opening rounds.
Mm-hmm. Why do they have the NCAA in Cleveland?
Because LeBron's not there to stink it up.
You're fired. Amen to both of those things. Amen to both of those things. You fired. No, I'm sorry. You fired. Do it again. You fired. Do it again. You fired. Again. You fired. Again. You fired.
We're going to end up using that so much. Ray Ray's going to want to end up getting a bonus. That way he can pick up some more of those hats.
You fired.
Oh,
goodness.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Ray LJPM. Now approve all this.
I thought that was going to be after the break.
One more thing before you know what.
What?
Never mind. We're back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Let's laugh for a little bit. What was the cruelest joke your dad ever played on you?
Taping the water faucet.
What?
Yep. There was one April Fool's Day. And of course, helping out, taking care of some household stuff. I went to turn the water on. I had no idea at the time it happened. But the little hose got taped. And I looked back at my dad. He barely peered up over the newspaper at the time. And I could just tell he had that look on his face like, gotcha. He loved April Fool's Day.
Take the water faucet.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the cruelest and funniest jokes that my dad did to me. He framed me.
How?
Well, there was a big fat turkey in the fridge.
Ooh. I already know where this is going.
Yeah, there was a big fat turkey in the fridge. And I was so looking forward to eating that thing or parts thereof.
Mm-hmm.
I raced downstairs, getting ready to pack my lunch for the day because I wasn't going to spend it at home.
Right.
Had my gear, put it by the stairs. I went into the refrigerator. No turkey.
Uh-oh.
I said, what the? Went downstairs and I said, well, Mom, maybe you packed it up and put it in the freezer. Raced downstairs, looked in the freezer. No turkey. I said, okay, this is getting crazy. I race back upstairs and my dad has a turkey leg in his hand. I said, Dad, where's the rest of the turkey? Did you look at the fridge? And I thought he meant in the fridge. I said, yes, I looked in the fridge. He said, no. Did you look at the fridge? What the? I looked in the fridge. I didn't look on top of the fridge.
The typical your eyes don't see what you're not looking for situation.
Mm-hmm. And I hear my dad snickering. Damn you. I chopped that turkey to shreds, took a bunch of it with me, took a couple of lunches with me, and then I put the turkey back in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a little extra stash in one of the drawers in said fridge.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I go down to Starbucks, downtown Chicago, hang out there for the day, do a couple of interviews, get ready for my shows the next day, and I had a game at the end of the week. So I did a lot of prep for it. I come back, and that stash that I hid
was gone.
Long gone. I said, I already know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I marched my ass right upstairs. And I said, Dad, and before I could say anything else, there's an empty bag on his nightstand.
Didn't even bother hiding the evidence.
Nope. Then I hear my mom laughing.
Oh, boy.
I said, really? You were in on this? She said, yep. Ah, hell. What can you do?
Not much.
What can you do? Every time I tried outsmarting my dad when it came to food, I failed miserably. Every single bleeping time.
I am.
My dad would look at me and go,
You fool!
Yep.
You fool!
You know, there's one more thing we got to do today, right?
Yeah. I know.
I'm pushing the button.
Okay.
In a world where...
Hold it. Not ready yet.
False start. Defense.
No, I'm ready.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
This ought to be good.
Give me this camera. LeBron James You a bitch.
What you mean?
Tell you exactly what I mean. But first, this.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it, like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, and all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating, high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
Within those 40 seconds, I decided not to touch the beef between LeBron and Stephen A. because that's been building for a while.
We all know where that's going anyway.
Yeah. Instead, put this back. What the hell?
I don't know.
That one. That's what I needed.
There you go.
Instead, I'm going to talk to an idiot by the name of David Price.
You mean to tell me you had another one of these?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
This bronsexual said, quote, in my expert opinion, Vince Carter is a better baller than Mike Jorbum. Vince is the real heir. Jeffrey's 6 rings was a fluke. Rings no sense. Remember, people, I read these verbatim. I enjoyed watching highlights of T-Mac, Kobe, Vince, and LeBron, not Mike. Hell no. Plumbing skills is overrated. No lies detected. Close quote. David, your statement is full of lies.
That made my brain hurt.
Six rings was a fluke, eh? Where are yours? Got an answer for me? That's what I thought. Dumbass.
6 rings was a fluke. No, you can't go 3-peat twice and call it a fluke. At least you didn't have to go ring hunting like the bum.
And this is what this is all about. There are still people that praise LeBron. Now his latest achievement is a combined 50,000 points. Who cares? He still has 2 rings less than MJ. He still has ruined the NBA. He still has not developed his skills that could make him a very decent player. In other words, give me this camera. In other words, LeBron James is trash.
I think you were looking for this button.
Trays, 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 trays. Trays, 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 tray, trays, 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 trays.
I said it, and I meant it. LeBron James is trash. And he's been trash for 22 years.
He has as many losses in the NBA Finals as Jordan has rings.
He will never be the greatest of all time. He ain't even close to being the second greatest of all time. Hell, he ain't even top 250 in my book. And my book has some pretty decent players at his position or otherwise.
Both of our books do. What are you talking about? Reason why the NBA ratings are in the tank.
Yes,
Guess
LeBron,
what?
it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. Forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
I got nothing else. Get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
One final thing to do because the father's been banging on the door here.
No, for God's sake. Is that why I've got a migraine?
Father O'Shaughnessy delivers the benediction after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meet beep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House of New England. We are doing a very special benediction today, and it's more like a funeral for LeBron James. And we are doing it here because the House of the City Fifth has been foreclosed upon. Ray Ray sold his soul quicker than John Cena. And Ray Ray, I tried to save you, but apparently you can't be saved because you've got your head shoved so far up a false prophet's arse that unfortunately there's no saving you even with tongues. I can't pull you out any further. LeBron James thinks he has done so much for the NBA. Yeah, you have. You have made the NBA irrelevant, my son. The ratings for any of your playoff games have been lower than Major League Soccer. And that says something. Michael Jordan's last game in a Bulls uniform, the 1998 NBA Finals Game 6, drew almost 36 million people to watch it. I was one of them.
As was I.
The last NBA Finals you were in, child, only drew about 2.5 million people watching.
Oops.
Everybody says that LeBron is the new face of the NBA. Well, that face needs a hell of a lot of makeup to disguise it.
New face of the NBA. Who told this lie?
All the blonde sexuals, child. That's why. And unfortunately, there are so many blonde sexuals that are overrunning the country.
Mm-hmm.
If the president wanted to build a wall, to build it around Los Angeles.
Oof.
The fact being, LeBum has done nothing but to ruin the NBA. Everybody has been saying that Michael's 6 rings are a joke and that they are a fluke. Michael did not have to go ring hunting to get his 6. The Bulls built the team around Michael. But Michael stayed where he was drafted. He didn't have to travel to Miami and leave that team in shambles. He didn't have to go back to Cleveland to leave that team in shambles.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't have to go to Los Angeles and tarnish what the Lakers have been able to do with the likes of Kareem, with the likes of Magic, with the likes of Kobe. And then to micromanage the Lakers to the point where you forced Anthony Davis out.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he had to expand his ever-growing back injury market. You bring in Luka Doncic, and yes, right now you got the Lakers are sitting second in the standings. But you let a team like Oklahoma City overtake you. What in the world is going on here?
I don't know.
But for the blonde sexuals to be so stupid as to think,
What's that word?
Stupid. To think that LeBron is going to be the reason that the Lakers end up in the promised land again.
Who told that lie?
Again, every stupid blonde sexual that we've ever had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Including, who was that, David Price?
Yeah, that's him.
Sounds like one of the biggest pom-pom waving blonde sexual nimrods out there.
That's the truth.
There is no way that LeBron is going to be able to bring a ring to Los Angeles. I mean, it's bad enough that they had to create the NBA Cup just to appease him. It's the only way LeBron will see a championship again.
Agreed.
Especially with the likes of Stephen Curry doing his thing out in Golden State. And especially with the likes of Boston whooping everybody's tail end. And trust me, I don't trust Cleveland as far as I can throw them.
Nor do I.
Neither does anybody down at O'Flaherty's. Trust me, I've been down there a few times. especially after dealing with all the transsexuals coming into my confession.
Oh, Lord.
I've had to buy stock in Excedrin with those clowns.
I believe it. I believe it.
At the end of the day, LeBron, you need to do us all a favor and leave. You were David Stern's puppet. You became Adam Silver's butch. Now do me a favor. Take you and all your damn transsexuals and leave. Now get out of my face. You're thirsty. Idiotic.
You fired!
No, Ray, shut up. I tried saving you. You're no longer savable. Now get out of my face. You thirsty butchers.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
Oh, what the hell did I miss?
A lot.
Last thing I saw was a purple and gold jersey fly over my head and I got dragged out of my chair.
Don't forget, folks, later today, we start our coverage of the Big West Women's Tournament. Pre-game 2:30, first tip between Cal Poly and UC Santa Barbara will start at 3. I got nothing else. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope you all are too. I need a nap. So long, everybody. I got nothing.
Here's to you, Dad. Thanks for everything. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Cheers. Cheers to you, Pops. See y'all tomorrow.